Okay. All right. This topic is very favorite to me, the capitalism and communism, right? But I'm not a big fan of labels because most of us actually truly don't understand communism because the guy who defined communism, he was an economist. He had no idea of how the human nature works, right? The human traits, psychology, and those kind of subjects were alien to him. And that's why this whole concept, communism, the Karl Marx wrote, is a flawed because he was just economist. Uh, so people say that there is a lot of uh, inequality in the society. There are too many rich people, there are too many poor people, there are average, middle class, lower middle class, right? And I say, what is the problem in that? I mean, this is another human trait. For example, we have a good cricketer. We have one of the best cricketers, Kohli and Tendulkar, right? Are those guys very cruel? I mean, they are holding the best cricketing skills in the whole world. I mean, why can't they let other people be as good cricketer as they are? I mean, let's take an example of, we have singers. We have Lata Mangeshkar, we have a lot of new age singers, right? And they sing really well. The whole world is a big fan of those guys. I mean, they are very cruel. How can they hold the singing skills all to themselves? So much of disparity, man. Fucking, I can't even sing a basic song in a bathroom, and this guy sings so well. Everybody claps, and it's so unjust. It's so unequal society. There is a good doctor. I mean, he's a good surgeon, and there is a pathetic surgeon. There is a good cricketer. Is a pathetic cricketer. There is a good entrepreneur, and there is a bad entrepreneur. There is a good employee, is a bad employee. Similarly, he is rich and he is poor. Just because his richness is deposited in a bank account and you think you can go and have a pie of it, everybody is running, oh no, you need to share. It's very cruel of you. But why don't you tell the same thing to a cricketer? The same thing to a singer? No, you can't, because you know you can't do this, right? So the whole notion of equality is flawed, because what is poor in India, the definition of poor in India, the poor in Africa, the poor in America is different. In America, I've seen people call poor who has a rental house, he's earning $2,000, that guy has a car, surviving basic. And if you give the same facilities to someone, the real poor in India, he'll think I'm rich. So it's all comparison. End of the day, you have to be content, right? And I agree. I mean, you have to have basic survival facilities, right? I need food, I need clothes. I mean, the society around me can't be cruel that I can't even survive. And for that reason, I tell that it is the responsibility of the society to give every kid who is born on this earth, to give basic education, basic health, and a good place to live, so that he becomes a good citizen of this country. And after the age of 21, when you have provided all the equal facilities to everyone, then he has to fight it out. I mean, he can't be burden on his family after the age of 21. The same way the person should not be a burden on society after the age of 21. And I mean, there are exceptions if somebody is disabled or some accident has happened, and as a society we have to be empathetic. Now, on top of it, if there is a guy who's powerful, capable, and his capability and power can be measured in so-called wealth or some bank zeros in the bank accounts, it's again digital, right? It's all virtual. And if he's willing to share with the fellow species, absolutely fine. My point is this: whenever the less capable, lazy people try to use the government to extract those money from the capable people, it's almost like a dacoitry. It's like a banditry, right? Can you take the cricketing skills from Sachin Tendulkar? The answer is no. Can you take the singing skills? The answer is no. Then why you want to be jealous of somebody who is a good businessman? He's giving employment to so many people. He's taking a risk. He's maintaining the employment. He can be out of business in no time. I mean, if you have the balls, you create the same business and take him off, right? I mean, I'm telling all my communist friends, I mean, why don't you just give a competition and and give employment, the dream employment that you want to give it to the society. Give them insurance, give them everything you want, but we compete in this world, right? The moment we want a central organization to run this show, which is so-called equal, it's a fraud, because it's almost like a slavery. You tell me what do I do with myself, the thing that I want to produce, you want to price it. You tell me what price a sweeper should do his work and what price a doctor should do his price. I mean, there has to be some motivation, right? Let's accept the human being that God has created works only on two factors: carrot and stick. And if you take away carrot and stick, nobody will work. This whole idea of equality, this dream world, utopian world, is flawed because it doesn't align with the basic human nature. Okay? Talk again.